right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game, and on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. It's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, say it. Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw it last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Hansen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Hansen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab in their space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's going for the goal line, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. makes a connection. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run it with James Peoples. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Say it. Over the middle, it's Smith. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Sayin to throw. Bring in the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw.
Finding some room. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 24 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
And the returner will be brought down.
And it's Louisville on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in.